Welcome to another Caravan video, my 1994 Lunar planet Saturn, and in this video I've got a little laundry list of jobs I want to tackle. So after the last outing, it's now October 2022, and we did notice quite a few things that the caravan needed doing. So I've compiled myself a little laundry list, and I'm hoping to knock out most of these jobs. I won't be able to do them all in this video unless I wait until I can get the jobs completed and then edit the video then. But like I said, I'll definitely get most of them done today. And I've actually been able to tackle one of them because on this one here, fix the rear tail light, because when I was putting the caravan away, the tail light wasn't working. Now, just before I started this video, I hooked up the Volvo, plugged it in. Lo and behold, it's working. So before we start, I can knock that one off the list. That's one off the list. So I'll show you the stuff that's wrong with it, and then I'll go through the list and I'll show a video of each piece of what's needed doing. Do that as a B-roll and then get started. Now this list is in no particular order, it's just whatever I've thought of. Write it down as I think of it. I did write it on a piece of paper and I thought I'd just copy it onto here to make it look a bit nicer. So the first one is the hitch bellows. Where the hitch is, it's like a rubber bellows. It's to do with the braking system, and there's grease in the bellows. It's supposed to keep the grease out, but it's split, so it's not doing a very good job. The breakaway cable, well, that's definitely seen better days. I've ordered a new one on Amazon, and that should be turning up today. So I might get that done in this video. I might not. It depends how it pans out. Paint and trust the cover for the heater. There's a heater. It's right behind me, but you'll see it when I get the camera on it. Clean the light lenses, which will be just all the interior lights, the fluorescent lights. Just clean them out. Fix or replace the inside gas locker hatch, because that's starting to delaminate. I think that's going to be a replacement. Find a replacement from a breaker. Fix or replace the washroom sink, because there's a crack in it. I think I'll just put epoxy on underside. It'll stop it leaking anyway. Replace the washroom fly screen, because if you remember in the last video, I changed the fly screen in the caravan, but the washroom one, that's a bit damaged. Now, replace the 12S trailer plug, because this has got the twin plugs, the 12N and the 12S. The 12N's the black one that supplies the electrics, like the lights, the running lights and such like, and the other one is for all the other caravan accessories, such as powering the fridge when you're on the road. Fix the front floor, because it's got a bit spongy again. I did repair it before, but I think it's starting to delaminate, so it's just redoing that. Now, change the water filter. Really, I should have done that earlier on this year, but I've got a new one, so I'll get that done. And last and certainly not least is to replace the awning. And I've actually bought a new one, so I probably won't show that. That'll be it. I'll probably might do an unboxing, unless I decide to leave it in the caravan and do that later on. So that's our little laundry list of jobs that need doing, and as I said, we'll probably knock a fair few of these out. So I think it's time to get started. I'm going to start off with the fly net for the washroom, seeing it's the easiest job. So yesterday I went to Glossop Caravans, and they're not a sponsor, no affiliate or anything like that. I just pay for it with my own money, but I like to give them a shout out because I got good service from them and prices are quite fair. So as you can see, the tabs there broke off on there, so as with this one, it was just sagging down in the corner where it wasn't secured. So I got a new one. It only cost me £6.98. It's a good thing about these, they might be older, but you can still get all the parts for them, they still make them new. So I'll get this opened. Let's see, can I do this with one hand? No, I can't, so I'll put you guys down. I'm on the mini folding tripod, which doubles up as a pistol grip. If you've seen me how I make videos, you'll see what it is. So I just need to move this mattress out of the way, because we have what we do when we're on site, we just leave the rear bunk made up like a fixed bed, and we've got ourselves like a mattress. It's actually out of a fixed bed, a bailiff Caravan, a fixed bed mattress. So just cut it to size and it fits perfect. Anyway, back to the job in hand. So there we are, new washroom fly screen. We'll go over to the washroom, get that fitted. So in the washroom, make a bit more space. I'll move the shower head up here so I can film so I can show you the crack in the sink. So I'll just put that down. That's normally where we have it, because we don't really use the shower in the Caravan. I think I've only ever used it once, right? So that should just clip in. Yeah, it's pretty hard to do one-handed. So is there anywhere I can put the camera and show you? I'm going to just keep on. There we go. I'm just worried about breaking it. There we go. And there we are. Good as new. Perfect. Might be only a small thing, but it makes a big difference. My partner said as soon as I fitted this, she said, "Oh, it's a lot better." So that's a first job ticked off the list. Replace washroom fly screen. Let's have a look at what should we do next. And actually, there's not much I can do in this today. So I'm going to change the water filter next. So I'm going to do the water filter. So I've got the proper water filter tool. There we go. Just unscrew it and drop it. And now it comes. It's as simple as that. And we'll just compare the old and the new. Yep, they're good. Now a bit of a helpful thing, says to lubricate the O-ring with a bit of veg oil. Now I think there is some in Caravan, so I'll have a look and I'll be right back. Well, there wasn't any, so just fit it dry. It should be fine. Probably be an idea to wipe that out. I'll get some wipe that out with. So I've got a bit of paper towel at the car, just give it a wipe. Just get it as clean as I can. Now after the filter's been fitted, you're supposed to run it through. So when you first run the taps, there'll be a bit of black come out because it's basically a carbon filter. So see, that just goes straight in, no problem. Tighten it up with the tool, don't go crazy tight. There we go, and that's the water filter replaced. Next job I'm going to tackle is replacing this trailer plug. It's the S, it's a 12S. As I explained earlier on, it just supplies all auxiliary power, like running the fridge. So, I expect a bit of a struggle because there is rusty screws that don't matter. The whole plug's getting replaced. So just undo the halves of the plug. So look, pull this that off, and then the two halves should separate. Let's have a look here. Got suitable flat bladed screwdriver, or all these off. So let's see if I can separate the two halves. There we go. I've not clearly seen better days. So just undo this cable grip. There we go, and then I can free all this off, and oh, that's clearly seen better days. So when swapping the wires over, it's best to do them one at a time so you don't get confused. It's like changing HT leads, you know, on some of the older cars, you know, such as the Triumph. You just replace them one at a time. Let's have a look. I don't know how this goes. It just clips in. No screws to worry about there. It clips. That clips in. I think these can only fit one way. I need to probably need to make a note which way it goes. And it's numbered on the back. So it's numbered there. Number 4 goes there. So remember that. Remind me. Let's have a look. But they all go in a certain place. And if I've got it right, it should plug in. It should plug in correctly. But if not, I can always look up the pin configurations. So I'll just unscrew these, undo these scrub screws enough to get the cable in. Well, it should be just a matter of swapping it all over. So just make sure the end of the screw is flush with the hole. And it's just a matter of swapping these cables one by one. You know, colours correspond to numbers. And this is a bit of a guide. I think this will be a bit of a guide. Let's have a look. Yep, so like I said, if you just do them one by one. So your black one, your black one's your middle, your ground. So swap it over first. Oh, this could be an absolute struggle. It's going to be a pain, I can see it. It's all rusted. So I might have to cut these off. I didn't bring any pliers with me. Try the least rusty screw first. No, it's not wanting to play ball. I'm expecting all these to put up a fight. I didn't bring anybody penetrating fluid neither. I should have thought of that. So I think nothing resort to cutting these off and stripping the wires. There's no way these screws are going to come undone. Obviously use the right tool for the job. Right, I'm just going to have to abandon that one for now. Next thing I'm going to tackle, these light lenses, I'll give them a clean. Probably got muck inside. So I'm going to do that one, that one, that one, this one, and the awning light. Give that a good clean and get them off. It's just Phillips screws, so it'll be easy enough to undo. I'm going to wash them up. So once you get it all separated, you just undo the screws and you've got to separate this bit first. You can see where there's tabs. You just carefully prise them out, and then you've got the actual lights, your light fitting, and your lens. And it's a bit mucky, so that's first one done. Something I noticed, manufactured by a company that's not a million miles away from here, and we've even got a date stamp, 4th of June 1994, which confirms the age of the Caravan. One thing to remember is all the switches facing towards the rear of the camera. What I'd love to do in the future is an LED upgrade, but I'm not sure if there's anything that fits. But I'll get the rest of these knocked out and the awning light out, and then we can put them in the sink. I've got some water now. I don't have any running hot water, but I do have a gas bottle, so I could just boil this water on the gas hob, tip it in the sink, and then I've got some nice hot soapy water to clean these lenses. So get the rest of these out and I'll come back to you. So I've got myself some nice hot soapy water, so I'll wash these up. I've got the awning light as well, give that a wash, and then we'll just let that dry out and we can go back in. Now I found when taking these apart, it's easier to separate the surround and the lens. You know, separate the light bit first, and then you're not struggling when you're separating these surrounds from the lens. And I think might give these a bit of a clean as well. Might as well while I'm here, give it all a good clean. It'll look a lot better, and I'll come back to you when it's all done, and I'll put it all back together off camera. So it's all buttoned up. It might be a bit difficult to tell on camera, but I'd say it's definitely improved. It looks a bit cleaner. And one thing to note with this rear light, the switch goes forward rather than these other two which are at the back. And I did this one above the sink. Again, a bit hard to tell. Has it made a difference? It's definitely cleaner. Awning light, and yeah, it's better. It's not perfect, but the lens is old, so that's another job that I can knock out, cross off the list. Clean the light lenses. So I can't do it with each bellows. I might not be able to find any replacements. Breakaway cable, that's on order. I'm still waiting for that, and I'll fit that when it turns up. It's due at some point today. The heater cover, again, I'll see if I can find might have to find a matching paint for that. So I'll see if I can grab a paint sample, probably take a photograph if it helps. Gas locker hatch, I'm going to have to go to a break and see if I can find one. Washroom sink, I think I'll probably have to get some epoxy or araldite or such like. I'll have to go back to the trailer plug on that one, so I'll go back home and I'll get some more tools. I'll probably need some pliers. What I'll do is I'll trim those wires down. I'll just cut them off, trim them, and then refit them. Front floor, that's probably for another video, is that, or I might do it off camera because I showed you how to do it before. So it's just the same as what I did before. Now replacing the awning, and I'll show you what I've got. So while I was at Glossop Caravans, I bought an awning as well. So that's part of it, and an awning carpet. And they're having a sale on. They're offering 5% off. Oh yeah, and I also got some storm straps. These actually fit to the awning at the corners, and they were only an extra 30 quid. But with all that, coming just over 700 quid with the discount. Let's have a look. I probably won't do an unboxing, but I'll put this awning in the car, not in the car, in the Caravan. And I've still got my old awning there, which I'll probably sell on. It's a bit tired, so probably good for spares or repair. Or if somebody needs an awning and their budget is a bit tighter than mine, so do a bit of shuffling around, and then I'm going to have to come back to this plug issue. I Can't leave it like that. It's been raining, water's getting in. So I better put the hitch cover on just to protect it from the rain. And get some more tools and come back. It's quite a few hours later, it's the same day, back at the caravan. The new breakaway cable's turned up and it's the correct fitting, the Cleverson pin. And I don't know if you can see down there, it might be a bit awkward to see. I'm going to kneel down on the damp ground. You can see there it is. It's Clevis type, so it's the same type, but I'm going to start with that electrical connector. So let's put you guys on, mount you on the tripod and get you in the right spot there. So I better get the connector out of the caravan. Got the tools I'm likely to need. I've got the pliers and the wire strippers. So grab the plug out of the caravan and carry on. So rather than struggle to try to get these undone, I'm going to snip them off. So I've taken photos of what goes where. I know that the start number 1 is yellow, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the black one's the centre. So I'll just cut them all off flush like that. I'm not worried about forgetting what colour goes where, because I've taken some photographs with my phone. So I just cut them flush with side cutters. As if I do it all flush, it should flush. It should go back the same way. And if I'm stuck, I've got the colours to go by. So there we go, a double back up there. So yeah, if I leave them there, I'll know what colours go in what position. So next thing I need to do is to strip these down. So before I go any further, I've got to remember what goes where. Yep. This only goes in one way. I've just looked. There's a notch there. There's a notch on there, and it corresponds with the gap in the cable. So that'll help me position this in the right place. So I just need to get the wire cutters, the wire strippers. And then just strip all these wires off. Let's have a look here. I hope I can do this. Don't seem to have a... Let's have a look. I think I'll just strip these, do this off camera because it's going to take ages. Now we're all stripped down. First thing I need to fit is this, which might be a bit easier said than done. Oh, there we go. So I think this bit goes in first. Yep. Just bunch all these up together, feed them in, feed in the bung, just twist it round. Let's have a look. Oh, be careful. probably not much use. I think we're going to need this. I'll probably need to stretch it out or something. I have to stretch it out a bit. And I'm getting somewhere. Better separate his wires. I think some were shorting against each other, so must be power from the leisure battery. Now, time to connect everything up. So I've got my guide here. I'll start with the middle one, which is the black. Find so black goes to the centre, and we know yellow's number one. We might have trim these a bit short and just trim them a little bit more. Just trim a bit more insulation off it. Trim a little bit off. And number one, which you said was the yellow. Oops. I'll finish the rest of this off camera, it's going to take forever. Right, I've got them all in. So you got numbers, you got your numbers here. So we'll look 1 to 7. So starting from 1 you go red, not red, yellow. Go clockwise, so blue's number 2, white's number 3. Green is number 4, brown is number 5. Red is number 6, and in the centre, which is presumably your earth or your ground, at number 7, which is red. So I'm now ready to fit this into here, and it's impossible to get this wrong. That says the notch on there, line up with the gap on there, and it just goes in like something like that. Just need to remove this bung a bit down, a bit further down. Yep. So get all this lined up. Let's have a look. Still need to move this further down. There we go. In. This is virtually impossible to get this wrong. Gonna get it started. Seems to be fighting me at the moment. Let's have a look. That's it. Get it in at one side, get it in the other. Clip it in. Now push this back in like that. That goes against there, and then this should make for a watertight join. Oops. Then screw that in, and we have completed. Is this screwed all the way in? I believe it is. Yep, that's all screwed in, so we have a plug all made up and that's ready to go in the Caravan. So that's the plug wired up. So I'll just ditch this and we'll move on to the breakaway cable. So under the hitch, it's a bit dark, it's 6:15. So this breakaway cable, it's held on by a clevis and a split pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten out this split pin, or whatever you call it. It's called a cotter pin in the United States. And let's have a look. I should have a suitable pair of pliers. I'll just get my needle nose. And it should be just a matter of pulling this out. This is hopefully. There we go, that's the pin pulled out. And this should just come out, and that's the old breakaway cable removed. Simple little design. There's several designs of breakaway cable, and what it does, if the Caravan becomes detached, also the breakaway cable still attached, it'll pull on this, which will engage the parking brake. So it should bring the Caravan to a halt should it become detached. So it's a very important safety item. I got this one. I got on Amazon, but I did see them in the shop when I was at Glossop Caravan. I think they were about a tenner, and there were two types. There's one with a hook, which you could fit on there, but I thought I'll get one with the clevis, and that'd be easy to fit. So just on. Oops. But I think this were about £6 odd on Amazon. Which wasn't bad. I'm not complaining. So I'll just pull split pin out with this one. There's another reason I needed the pliers, not just to fit that plug, but to fit this breakaway cable. Alright, so I'll need to feed it through from the top. These breakaway cables are about a metre long, about a metre in length. So refitting is just basically the reverse of taking it out. And that's what they say in the Haynes manuals. But it is true. No. What did I do with that split pin? There it is. Because it's been raining, the ground's damp. I've had to get the ground sheet out. Just straighten this pin. feed it through the hole. There we go, that's all the way in, so just bend that back. Then good old needle nose pliers. Get that all the way, and that is the new breakaway cable fitted. Well, that's it for this video. So I've got a fair few jobs knocked off the list. Other stuff it'll have to be for a future video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.